Welcome to Frankly Speaking with Sendra D, where we dive deeply and help you wake up to the essence of what it means to live a real, authentic, affluent life. Beyond the balance sheets, the bank accounts, the private jets, the political offices, into the realm of inner wealth and personal power. I'm Sendra D, your companion guide on this trajectory of truthful self-mastery as we celebrate your individuality and your sovereignty.
Be a little bit more, the entrepreneur might be a little bit more not so worried about that. You have to think of your investor. Your investor does care. And even if you think this is my life's dream, I want to build this company and I'll be happy forever and never work another day of my life. That's great. But your investor isn't going to be with you for a lifetime. They want liquidity, or at least an estimate, in 5 years. So they need to understand in 5 years, what's their exit? Even if you're doing wonderful, they might want to get out to do something else. So the point is, an exit could be a merger. Look, we got this company. It's a great company, but we think Amazon will buy us in 5 years. Okay, fair enough. Or you could say, we think we could go public on the New York Stock Exchange in 5 years. Fair enough. But you have to justify each of those, and you have to justify what that money looks like at the end of 5 years, if that's your path, and why you think it's actually a realistic exit. So those things are very important.
Absolutely. So it's not just exit for you, but it's also exit for the investor. The investor needs to know how they're going to, while you're on the beach, in the French Riviera, Cannes.
Well, by the way, that could be for you, right? If the entrepreneur
it is for you as well. So it's
if the entrepreneur is exiting in 5 years, the investor needs to know that too.
Absolutely. So that's what my point was going to be. So you need to think about, for both sides, what does that look like? Or do you see a permanent partnerships? I have been engaged and involved in some real estate hotel chains who want to merge, and they keep the brand and they just buy the location and they say they want to stay in management. So there are different styles of constructing a JV partnership. So those topics themselves could take hours of discussion on different type of legal structures. That's something you should go to a legal advisor or
it's
contact.
More about the economics than it is the legal.
Yeah.
But the point is that it has to be realistic, and it has to at least offer the investor the chance to get out. And Absolutely. My point is that the investor wants to know, what is your base case, right? Absolutely. They may stay with you for 20 years. It has happened, right? There's some people, when I worked at Deutsche Bank, I had some clients that had been with Warren Buffett since the beginning. I think they were his neighbors.
I don't think they cloned Warren Buffett.
And the reason we knew this is because their stock certificates were signed in ink. They had a piece of paper. That's very unusual. But the point is that sometimes people do stay with you for that. But most, if they're not your neighbor, they want to think that they're getting out at 5. Even if they stay longer, they want to at least know that it worked out at 5 if they choose to get out. They may stay longer. Deutsche Bank people were doing pretty well. They were a client, and they weren't Warren. They were his neighbor.
In Omaha, Nebraska. Is that where he lives?
And they were from Nebraska, yes.
Yeah. So, one of those big acquisitions that I was thinking about when you were talking about how the exit. So Instagram initially, if you remember, was not by Mark Zuckerberg. And I remember, was it 5 years ago or 6 years, 6, maybe more, Zuckerberg made an offer and there was buzz everywhere and we were waiting to see, and they paid $19 billion for Instagram. I remember
today they could have kept it and made a lot more.
They could have, but I guess they just wanted to, I think they went to launch something else, but that's just one. But I wonder if they had that in their plan. So I'm bringing this up because you don't know what the team's discussing behind the scene as to what the exit is. You just, as the founder, need to have that clear in your mind. You can also put it on paper. I've also asked
you have to research what is the realistic expectations.
Sure.
And what would be the path if it was.
Absolutely.
Right? So those guys probably said, we want 5 years. We think we'll be at this level and we could go public. And if I remember correctly, Instagram was worthy of doing public by themselves, but Facebook overpaid. Well, today we know they underpaid.
We know they didn't overpay.
But they paid more than what was thought to be the current value. And so the owners sold it to Mark. And I don't know how many people stayed or left and just took the parachute. But the point is that Facebook, because they could have went public, paid a premium. But now in hindsight, 10 years later, Mark was a smart guy. He made a
He
lot
is
of
a
extra money.
brilliant man. I don't like him, but don't deactivate my Facebook account just because I say that. I just don't like his business ethics. That's all, as they say in England. But I just don't, what he did to the twins, and he's always cutting people off. But you know what? People know who they're doing business with. So that's something you have to do your research as well. And that's the point I wanted to bring up. So thanks for watching. Of course, I just want to remind you, first of all, I want to say thanks for watching. But I want to say from my heart, Sendra D, I want to remind you to grab your copy on Amazon and let me know what your thoughts are, what feedback you have, what you would have liked me to speak about. Of course, we're on this journey together. So Amazon, Kindle, paperback, Sendra Inner Luxury. And for those of you who are ready to dive even deeper, you can get ready because there's more coming. Sendra Guide to Luxury Living and Emotional Balance. That's going to be available very soon. So stay tuned, keep watching. I will announce. You follow me on my social medias as I tease a little bit of this and a little bit of that for your highest good. Remember, luxury isn't just a lifestyle. It is absolutely a mindset. And I don't know about you, I want my mindset to reflect all of the highest frequencies available to us humans. Till next time, don't forget, grab your copy on Amazon, Sendra Inner Luxury, unlocking the secret to your luxurious self. Until next time.
Oh, and don't forget, subscribe to Frankly Speaking with Sendra D's podcast and join us every week as we uncover the stories of those who triumphed over life-altering challenges to achieve not just financial success, but a richer, a deeper, a more altruistic life. It's about time we redefine what it means to be a truly affluent individual. Don't you agree? So come and join me. And let's be unstoppable on this journey called life. Because here, affluence isn't just a buzzword. It's a path to waking up to your authentic being.